Alright, Bobbie, a little sooner than we expected, maybe. I went ahead and, during my morning of Kentucky Wildcats loss today, anyway, I went ahead and built your Maisto wrapper for you that you bought from me. Excuse my squeaky chair while I grab the box. This is a Maisto All-Stars Elite Transport that they offered. They've been out, I don't know if they, I guess they still make them, I don't know. Been out for a couple years. I said they're 1/24 scale. I think it actually is a little smaller than a 1/24, but anyway, it's what Maisto says there on the internet. But anyway, went ahead and got it lighted for you. The doors do still open, as you can see, and the arm on this thing articulates. You can see the different positions that you can get that in. So in case you need to tow a car, so be it, and you can do it. So it does fold. It does feel a little. First time I tried to adjust it into a position, it kind of felt like it might break. But anyway, it seems fairly sturdy, as you can see. So it just kind of that first catch right there is just pretty strong. But as you can see, I did it without breaking it. Of course, you touch it, and the first time you touch it, it'll probably break. You'll blame me, but anyway, we won't. We'll pretend I never did it. I didn't do anything to the interior of this thing other than a little bit of touching up on the interior, like the radio equipment and whatnot. Not a whole lot in there. It does have like cool racing seats with like a 5-point harness on each seat, fire extinguisher mounted inside, chrome steering wheel, blah blah blah. So anyway, I just kind of did some touch up with like a silver paint marker, just to give it a little bit more detail inside instead of just the plastic, that flat black plastic that's in there in the chrome. Yes, for steady headlights on this, you got steady headlights, steady taillights, and then also your rooftop light bar illuminates as well. As you can see, most of my models, you're not going to see any crazy wires. Well, as I say that, we see this wire, but you know what that one's for. Up underneath, so no wires hanging. Everything's covered, hidden very well. It's one of the things I try to do with my builds, make them look as realistic as possible, and hide everything. You know, there's nothing worse than doing something like this and seeing wires hanging. And I've seen some builders won't call them out, but anyway, some builders do that. They're just more worried about putting the lights in than they are the finish of the model. But I kind of like the idea of, like I said, having everything hidden, no wires showing, this type of thing. I told you I might be able to get the 9-volt battery up in here, since there's actually, the hood doesn't open and there's no engine in there. But Maisto, in their awesome thinking, put a screw right here in the dead center of the front. Now, if it had been right up here in the very tip of the front, would have been okay. I could have got a battery in there, but the way this is, that's your 9-volt battery, and it's not going to fit in there. If it wasn't for these screws in the rear being so far back, there would have been one like mid-cab or something. I probably could have still gotten it in there and just did away with this screw altogether, cut the post out. But anyway, you said you didn't mind a battery pack if we had to do it. That's what I ended up doing. Also, I just noticed I didn't finish my idea. These, I don't know if you're picking that up. Let's see, maybe there. There's orange paint on these cab lights, and then yellow over top of them. I'll take my little bit of silver and go over that and put a little bit on top of them where they'd actually be chrome, I guess. I kind of finished those out a little bit as well. I did one and stopped doing it while I was finishing something else up. So anyway, 9-volt battery. Powers everything. Like I said, I hate that I couldn't get it to fit in there. What I thought about doing is maybe just finding a decal of a gas pump or something, printing it out and putting it on the battery box. But I'll leave that up to you if you want to do something with that. Maybe hide it a little bit. But like I said, it can sit behind the truck on the shelf or wherever you want to put this. Switch on here. Turn the switch on. You got your steady headlights, as we mentioned. Of course, the light covers and everything are in place on here. So as it came out of the box, so everything looks as good as it does when it was opened. Again, there you have your yellow strobe light bar. Of course, your side light bars as well. See it on each side. So it turned out pretty cool. Steady tail lights. And like I said, everything else pretty much just like it came out of the box. Honestly, except for the wire coming out of the bottom, it would be hard to tell this from brand new out of the box until you turn the switch on. So again, another one of my goals when I build a car. So Bobbie, I appreciate the order, and like I said, it's ready to ship, and we'll get it settled up on it. And I appreciate the order. You might get this one and decide you might want the blue one that I've got for sale too. So if you do, let me know, or another vehicle even. So appreciate the order, and thanks again.